go. Alright, so real quick, I should probably do a separate thing on this, but thank you to the person who was very kind in sending me this. Hopefully you can see that.
You guys are friggin' amazing.
Yeah, I've been in this thing not even a month yet, and somebody sent me out a mic, dude, to help me improve my sound quality. So to everybody that was telling me I need to improve, it is being worked on slowly,
and by you guys too.
Yeah, like, because
he called me today and told me that this showed up in the mail, and I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me! That's like one of the best. That's like one of the best like condenser mics you can get for the PC."
Cried like a little girl, man. No joke. But this is Blackbrair Until Eternity was suggested for me to listen to this. Never heard it before. It sounds like an ice cream.
Blackbrair. Oh.
That was a horrible, horrible bomb. Oh. I hope everybody just cringed at home.
I mean, people here did too. I was like,
yes. Even the cat stopped.
I've never sucked so much air through my teeth. It's like a Louisiana kind of.
What are we in a plantation?
House.
Yeah. This is a dramatization.
Oh, that bow tie plays music when you touch it.
I loved you once, I loved you twice, I loved you in...
Sorry, I think I'm already out.
Yo, can I have the opposite opinion?
She has a really good voice.
Love that she sounds different than Evanescence, Amaranth. Like, she's not one of these... What's her name? Amy Lee? Is
Amy Lee, yeah. Yeah,
she doesn't sound like Amy Lee. That, I'm actually more in than I thought I was going to be.
Okay, so now, full disclosure, I'm going to try not to pause it again, but...
My previous lives, I know your voice, I know your eyes,
Yeah.
Oh, it does, yeah, it does kind of sound like Halsey, yeah. So instead of good, she says good. You're not wrong. That's a good comparison.
Okay.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right? Like, and hold on, I want to see. I did that on purpose.
Just to test the mute.
Yep. Just to test the mute button. Sorry. But was that supposed to be cool? Was that a wink to be like, oh, you know, a dragon's mouth or whatever it is they call it?
Honestly, I'm not even paying that much attention. I'm paying attention to the video. I'm not paying attention to like any sort of background, sort of meaningful things. I don't know. No, pause.
It's almost over.
You can have criticism diarrhea.
I'm bad at news.
I'm bad at news.
That's all that's going through my head right now.
It's you know what? I don't know, man. It's not like it's not. Okay, no. I'll withhold. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
No, go ahead. That's fine. I feel like it's all right now. Don't remember that.
Yeah, you probably like the pause.
No, I mean, I'm saying
Alright, first thing. So, she gets reincarnated, I guess, and somehow her, pearls get magically rethreaded every, time.
Oh.
You didn't notice that?
No,
how does, the pearls break in the old, slave time.
Yeah.
And then somehow it stays in pristine condition throughout all her past life, all her, lives. And the guy never died. Is he immortal?
Yeah.
No, what were you going to say?
Yeah, well, okay, so I'll try to keep it as short as possible. I was going to say originally, for the first 3/4 of the video, that it's not essentially my cup of tea, but I appreciate that it's different than other female-fronted goth metal bands. Like, there's definitely a difference there. But then you gotta do what the New York hardcore and pop-punk bands do. All of a sudden you think you're Terror. All of a sudden you think you're My Chemical Romance, and you gotta throw that stupid chant shit in. That took me out completely. It was so ill-placed, and I just... Nah, this is definitely not... This would never be something in rotation for me.
The beginning was pretty cool, though. She has a nice, vocal
Yes, I agree.
range.
Now, look, I was going to start off with that. I'll start off positive and we'll leak into the negative, which is that I'm not going to deny that the girl can sing. Clearly, she has a voice and some sort of talent to be where she is.
I agree with that.
To start off.
Absolutely.
We can start to dip into the negative. She looks like every vampire, fairy goth I've seen in movies in the last 10 years.
What's that show that was on HBO? True Blood?
Yeah, she looks like a True Blood
she looks like
extra.
a True Blood fangirl. That's
is that what this is supposed to be?
See, I don't want to do that too much, right? Like, because I appreciate the goth aesthetic. I have nothing wrong with it. It's just like, if you're gonna be goth, be goth. Don't bleed so much into other stuff. Like,
this is more Twilighty though to me. This
it is.
It doesn't. Goth to me is dark and black and shit. This doesn't. This is
a little too twinkly.
Yes.
like those sparkle vampires that you were talking about.
Yeah, that's Twilight.
Yeah. And on top of that, Queen of the Dam. How she moves through the
Queen of the
woods.
Dam was
no,
cool, though.
how she moves, I know. But I think she took her movement from... I forgot the one that died.
I'm going to call it Morgoth. Like, this is Morgoth.
For sure. 100%. Meet me on the weekends.
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
This is if somebody's wearing a Cradle of Filth shirt, but it's from Midian up. It's not from Cruelty of the Beast down. Or Cruelty and the Beast down. Like, if you're Cruelty and the Beast down, like, if you're Dusk and Her Embrace, Cruelty and the Beast, the Principle of Evil Made Flesh, you're wearing that shirt, I'm like, okay, true cult. Like, that sounds good to me. Midian up, I'm like, you're into it after Nicholas Barker leaves. Give me a fucking break.
So that, for me, in English, that means this is the equivalent of a skateboarder buying a Nirvana t-shirt to try to look like a skateboarder.
No, this is Justin Bieber buying a Nirvana t-shirt to try to look like a Nirvana fan. I don't even want to go that hard, though. Like, I get, it's like, yeah, I didn't want to say that. I don't want to be this person, but, like, it's good enough that I understand why it would be popular, but it's not good to me. It's not something I would ever listen to. She's talented. I can appreciate the musicianship. It's kind of generic. And then you add in, like, NYHC chanting and shit like that, or, like, that's something that My Chemical Romance did a lot. No, like, it puts me out. I'm not into it.
On the opposite side of that, if there's any songs that are different, if they're not all fit into that mold, I'll give it another shot, but I'm not going to guarantee anything. So, with that being said, I mean...
I just love to watch him cringe.
No disrespect to the band, man. You guys are where you are.
No disrespect.
Yeah, we don't mean anything by it over
I like
here.
the story behind it too. You know, that's why I thought
the story sucks. Oh, here's a pair of pearls in a slave looking house. I'm gonna give you, and then you know you're gonna die. A couple of guys are gonna jump off a horse and buggy and push you to the ground, which is going to kill you somehow. There's no knife, there's no gun, and for some reason, knife and gun both work like this now.
Apparently, you can take women out with a violent shove.
Yeah.
It's pretty sexist, man. I'm just saying.
Like, all right, before we dig ourselves a hole, let me just